Welcome again to another video, YouTube. This one is just pretty much we're gonna make it pretty plain, pretty simple, and pretty damn solid. Remember back whenever I think Biden tried to do it, or whatever the year was when Amazon came into the game, when once they got the MC number and all that started and got in the competition of transporting, logistics aspect of the company. What we notice in trucking is whenever an administration come in, they always bring in somebody, put somebody in a high position that don't know to monitor FMCSA or whatever, right? That don't know a damn thing about trucking. I've witnessed that happen over and over. If you stop and pay attention, you can probably testify that you probably have witnessed that happen over and over yourself. To me, it's hella stupid, right? It's stupid to me. But it looks like my boy, yeah, Mr. Toupee, yes sir, Mr. Grab him by the, yes sir. It looks like he's gonna try to do something different than what any other administration have done once it comes to the trucking side of things. Okay, I just seen we're gonna watch a video. Okay, I want y'all to listen to the last part that the lady said, which is one thing I've not witnessed any other administration do. Okay, also keep in mind that Trump, I think Trump really is, he being a businessman, he seeks out business-minded people. Elon is pretty much a certified genius, give and take, right? Just pay attention. I don't want to give away too much. Don't worry, the video is nothing but 6 minutes. We're going to watch it. I'm going to try to shut the hell up. So we're going to watch it and we're going to discuss it once it's over with, all right? So this right here is done by Fox Business, what y'all looking at right now. And the guy on the right, he actually looked like an actual damn trucker. The autonomous truckers, the trucking industry problem are subsidized by the taxpayers. CDL driver review. Just listen to this guy. I already watched the thing. The video is 6 minutes, like I said, guys, but just watch it. The guy know what he's talking about, boy. This is the last part that I want y'all to catch.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so there's many ways in which the federal government either is regulating the trucking industry in a sort of backwards fashion and or handing it out excessive amounts of taxpayer money. You may have heard for decades now about this truck driver shortage. That's not true, and it never has been. There are over 9 million people in the United States with CDL licenses. What the trucking industry has is a driver retention problem, and that problem is subsidized by the taxpayer.
Oh boy, it's not lying, okay? Because the dude, I think it was a big ass thing back in like what 2020, 2021. It was definitely a big ass thing in 2020 during COVID, right? But every damn time it's like this truck driver shortage, this truck driver shortage. Bro, we ain't short. I've never witnessed a legitimate truck driver shortage whatsoever. So this guy literally think like me. He's right on the money. You all heard what he said. Either he already said or he's going to say there's a truck driver retention problem. There's never been a truck driver shortage, meaning these companies don't give a damn enough about you and me to keep us happy. So we're going to live, or we're going to quit, or we're going to become welders, freaking pipe fitters, drillers, crane operators, whatever. We're going to do anything else that makes some damn sense than to stay in this damn truck, or than to stay with a company that don't respect us. And unfortunately, a lot of these damn companies, man, they really don't care that much, man. I'm going to just be honest with you. Between you and me, some of these companies don't give a damn enough. So there's never been a truck driver shortage. There's been a truck driver retention, meaning these companies cannot keep drivers.
Giveaways to many large trucking companies' very own in-house truck driving schools, which we call CDL mills, which keep throwing people at the business. Even Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg has admitted that 300,000 truckers quit every year, and there's statistics showing that we produce 450,000 new CDLs every year. Nobody...
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna touch base on that little thing he just said, right? You got places like Swift Warner, in-house, so meaning Bro, I'm gonna give you a secret that I knew about since I got into trucking, because I'm kind of somebody that read on some of the stuff. I keep my ear out. So there have been incentives offered to this big, just like he said, these big ass companies. I think at the time when I got in trucking in 2017, it was like $10,000 per driver. So these in-house trucking companies have incentives for every truck driver they bring into the workforce. They're getting 10 bands. And that's why your training is on like 4 weeks, no, 2 weeks, if that. They come, slave your ass, treat you like trash, and then you quit, it don't matter, they already got your bread. So some of these companies are actually making more money training drivers than the money they make drivers actually making them working for them. Do you know what I mean? That's why retention is the issue. You treat it like trash, or you're not properly trained. They put you into the workforce, you effed up, you ruin your license, that, DIE or whatever. They move on. Bring on the next sucker that want to get his CDL. That's incentive. I knew about that because once I started reading into Swift, which is where I came through when I first got in trucking. Yeah, at the time, 2017, it was like $10,000 a driver.
Where those drivers are going, why they leave, or where the money is coming from to continuously train so many people. Much of that money comes from state and federal funds.
Gord, what does the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration do, or rather, what does it have to show for the $1 billion budget it has or more?
Yeah, the FMCSA's annual budget as of last year is $951 million.
Damn.
And they don't have very much to show for it. They have an interim leader. Their last director, a lady named Robin Hutchison, stood down.
They got a lady leading the men's environment. I guarantee you she never got behind an 18-wheeler in her life. She don't know how to shift. She probably don't even know how to drive an 18-wheeler. That is the problem. But I think there's a change is coming. Just hang tight. Watch to the end of this video, because he says something that's very important.
To give you an idea, members of the industry asked Robin Hutchison on a podcast if she would reconsider something called the ELD mandate, which came in 2017, which forced surveillance technology on truckers with the aim to make the roads safer. That mandate actually caused higher aggressive driving, higher rates of accidents, and did exactly the opposite of it. So people in the industry said, hey, are you going to revisit this mandate? And she said no. So we have this problem where we have this extremely expensive regulatory agency that's doing everything kind of like behind the ball. Instead of preventing low quality, dangerous drivers from getting on the road in the first place, they're trying to use technology to fix a problem that's already gone down the road.
Gord, if Elon and Vivek are going to take one thing out of that letter, what do you want them to take and put into their Doge plan?
Right, yeah. Cut out this spending that's unnecessary. Let the industry fix its own problems and stop regulating it from behind the ball on problems that already exist, and regulate them before they start. Stop allowing so many people get into the business that shouldn't be, including so many illegal migrants.
He said a magic word, people. He said a magic word. I think it was like last year. I later heard the legal DMV. We're not talking about, the hustle dude on the old block or old boy out here trying to get it posted at the corner handing out CDL. There was literally legal DMVs, bro, that were just out here handing out CDLs to people without requiring any kind of, literary test, no kind of test whatsoever. They were just out here printing them. Once again, they always try to create this illusion, this narrative that we always short on drivers. We have never been short of drivers since I got into damn trucking. You said this company just can't retain it. Old boy got a good point right there. So you see, that's a very good point. Very good point, man. You got, just down here alone where we at, West Texas, yeah, come for me, man. I'm gonna talk about you. What you gonna do, right? We got hella Cubans out here, bro. I believe where they messed up is when they enacted this international driver license nonsense during the creation of NATO, right? So which was what it allows. Let's say you had a commercial driver license in Canada or Mexico, you can drive back and forth. You can upgrade it to what was known as an international license, so where you can then drive from Mexico, the United States, and Canada, vice versa. Those three countries combined. I think that's what messed it up, because a lot of people from Mexico, they just want pay money. They didn't really do nothing else. They upgraded it and they come here. What they did was they drove here more than they drove where they actually from. That became the problem for us. This is facts. I ain't just talking, look it up. International drivers tend to stay in the United States. Like 80% of their drive rather than their home, where you're supposed to just come drop off the damn load and move. These people have made it to where they stay here, just work here damn near for the rest of their life, for their international life. There they go. Even those that are expired, they don't care no more. There's hella Cubans down here with effed up CDLs. They get caught every day. But more and more gonna keep coming. Why? Because there's DMVs out there whether it be the Northeast or even in the South, that were just handing out CDLs, and the Cubans caught on to that. They just went, got their CDL, no test or nothing. Bro, I work with so many people that don't even freaking speak English. Is ridiculous, man. How you gonna get a CDL in an English-dominated country without speaking English? Like how? That's the other thing that messed up on, in my opinion. They started putting this automated reading litmus test on this damn test. Read the thing. You don't need to hear no audio. Read it. You don't need to be translated to 5 different languages. Read it in the language that most of the customers you're gonna be working with, the language they speak. Like I told somebody the other day, that's like we going to Mexico and telling these people, you gotta write every damn thing in English. That ain't gonna work out like that.
Wait, stay on that, Gord.
Right.
How many illegal migrants are estimated to be driving, operating under a CDL license in the United States?
Well, this is the problem. We don't know because no one's ever actually looked into it. There's a number of different articles around. You'll find out about like a truck accident, and maybe it'll say somewhere, this person was actually from, Venezuela or El Salvador or maybe the Ukraine, and nobody ever asked the question how they got here. And then we have problems with DMVs in various parts of the country acting crookedly and giving out CDLs with.
That's what I'm talking about right there. See that? Giving us DMVs out here, giving us CDL. Screw hitting up freaking Trayvon, for one that look real. Now you can just go to a DMV now. Oh yeah, you can just pull up. Pay your $25, screw the test. They just hand it to you. Oh yeah. So now Devon is out of business. Tyrone is out of business. Alejandro is out of business. Yeah, because they just make it good enough to make it look real. No, just go straight to the DMV. Oh yeah, no license check, nothing, no test needed. They hand you a CDL like hot cakes, boy.
Anyone ever having taken a test. So there's this whole thing going on out in the industry, and nobody's ever done an investigation into it to see just how much it's being affected.
This is why these guys are asking for this kind of advice. That's why Vivek and Elon wanted. Gordon McGill, great stuff.
Y'all heard that last part? Did y'all hear that last part? And that's why it's gonna be different. He said Govette and Elon Musk are asking for advice from actual truckers. The Biden administration did not do that. I wouldn't be surprised if the Biden administration, because they were trying to give every damn illegal some damn IDs and legal status anyways, right? But Elon and them are asking real truck drivers for advice on what they should actually do. Do you understand? Instead of going to people that never sat in the truck. Does that make sense? Freaking Fox Business interviewing a guy that looked like an actual trucker or maybe a broker but he looked like he's driven trucks before. I mean, he's hella nerdy, but he know his stuff. That's why I was so happy when I found out that my boy started messing with Elon, man. Yeah, this might be a game changer for the trucking industry.
Your insider perspective.
Thank you for having me.